Well, good morning. It is August the 12th, Friday, before noon. So it is, in fact, officially morning. I want to share something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, mostly because of the last few blog posts, actually. And it has something to do with that Cherokee parable about the good wolf, but it really comes to me through Rudyard Kipling and the Jungle Book, particularly the poem that's in that book called The Law of the Jungle. And I think it's important. I think that it's important for all of us to look at and think about what's in that poem as an entire work, because it's very interesting in and of itself. But the first few lines of that are particularly meaningful. And I'll read them for you. I generally hate to do that, but give me just a minute. Now, this is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. And the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, but the wolf that shall break it must die. As the creeper that girdles the tree trunk, the law runneth forward and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. It's a pretty amazing piece of work, I think. I don't think you have to look a lot further than those few lines of Kipling's poem to recognize what he's really talking about is virtually the same thing that Stephen Covey talked about 100 years later in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, when he was talking about interdependence. And I think that interdependence is something that we ignore far too often. And I've found in my own personal life that it's a pretty powerful tool when it comes to the pursuit of success. And the importance of surrounding yourself with other people that aren't independent as you must be in order to become interdependent, but who also are committed to the strength of a group, a community, a family, a unit of some kind. And those kinds of commitments are important for our culture to work, for our society to function, for you and I to become successful. We need support. We need the support of others to at least some degree in order to get through the chaos and the craziness that's everyday life. I think the importance of this is that everything in our society, everything in our culture is suggesting, in some cases demanding, that we all become rugged individualists, that we all become super independent, that we all become self-reliant, that we don't have to depend on anybody else for anything else in order to succeed. And I'm not sure that that's true. I'm not sure that anybody gets to embrace success without the help of others. And that's where I think we miss the point by not affiliating with other individuals who are like-minded and who are interested not only in improving themselves, they're interested not only in self-growth, but they're interested also in the growth of their family members, their organizations, their associations. And it's an important thing to remember, because the pack is made better and stronger by the participation and the involvement of strong individuals who are certainly capable of performing on their own, but who know they will perform better with the help of peer review and peer involvement. I know from my days in the automotive service industry and my participation in 20 groups that this is critically important. You get some of the best ideas when it comes to running your business from other shop owners who have already walked that path before you and are willing to share. And that level of being unselfish and being willing to help another shop owner who isn't quite as far along on the journey as you are is invaluable. It's something that you can't really put a price on. So as you strive to be a better person every day in your own right, remember how important it is to find groups to belong to where your willingness and commitment to be better, a little bit better every day, will enhance the collective, the community, to perform better, and in turn be able to support the members of the pack better. I think that's what being a good wolf is all about. So perhaps if you read this before the weekend or during the weekend, it'll give you something to sort of mentally chew on. In the meantime, stay well, take care. If you're out here in Southern California, you're dying in the heat. It's miserable. We're having what they call a monsoonal flow, which is not all that common, and it brings warm air from the Gulf of Mexico up through Southern California, along with a fair amount of humidity, which is something we're not used to. If you're back east, I know you're laughing at this point, but it really is quite miserable because our temperatures are over 100 degrees today, and with humidity, which makes it even that much more intolerable. I remember when we were at the shop that it was miserable to be out there in the shop working with 2 or 3 vehicles running at the same time. In any case, enough about that. You have a great weekend. Stay cool, stay calm, and think a little bit about the strength of the wolf and the strength of the pack. You might want to read The Jungle Book. It's a great book. It was one of my favorites when I was growing up. And I'm not talking about the Disney version. I'm talking about Rudyard Kipling's version. Okay, you stay well. Take care. Bye-bye.